What's up, burnouts? Happy Friday to you all. Back after a little week and a half break here. As you can see, we got some changes going on here. Ignore the watermark thing. I am testing this piece of software or whatever from this website that claims they can turn my DSLR into a webcam, which I'm going to have to see how the hell that works because like most DSLRs, mine has this feature where it shuts itself off after a half hour of trying to record video. It's like 29 minutes and it'll just shut down. You can easily restart it again, just push a button and it turns back on again. But from what I understand, for import tax reasons or some stupid shit, it can't be classified as a camcorder or something. So the video recording capabilities has to be cut off. So this SparkoSoft thing through SparkoCam claims that you can just run a DSLR indefinitely as a webcam. So right now it's just my Nikon D5500 hooked via USB into a computer, which they give you the shortest USB cable ever. It's 15 inches on a good day. I don't know what the fuck you could do with that, but I ordered an extension, so hopefully I won't have to have this weird looking up at me thing on the camera here, but yeah, I'm interested in gonna see what happens here after 29 minutes. If it's just gonna black out for a second and then come back on or what, I don't know, but yeah, if this works out, that'd be fucking great because crystal clear HD. Except now you can see how yellow my teeth are. Cigarette smoking. Dumb shit. I should get them cleaned up, maybe whitened. Who knows? I look more menacing, just fuck it. So yeah, testing this out. We'll probably run it for like an hour and a half, if I can find enough shit to ramble about today, just to see if this is gonna actually work. Because if it does, that's awesome. Fuck actual webcams. If I can get fucking true 1080p HD, fucking cranking that bitch up to 60 frames a second if I need to, which I don't see why I would. Just make it. Have to have more light shining on me to fucking get a decent exposure. At the higher frame rate you go, the trickier it gets. But yeah, if this works out, that'll be awesome. Fucking good, crystal clear HD and all that stuff. So that'll be nice. And for the 10 of you that actually watch this, Operation Base Build is still on pause because no power tools are available. Although I want to buy from this brand Grizzly. They have excellent reviews and people seem to like that brand a lot. So as soon as that shit gets back in stock, I will start assembling a woodworking operation. Because I also want to build me a door. I got to build a new bathroom door and I want a maple and mahogany door, but nobody seems to make them. You can't seem to buy a multi-wood door anywhere. You can get a bland oak, a bland mahogany, a bland fucking maple if you want it, pines, all day long. But if you want a cool looking door with different colored panels in it, like a light colored rail and stiles, which is like the frame and the cross pieces of wood. You want a light color of that with some dark panels? Why can't you fucking just buy it? It doesn't cost any more to make them because you already make maple doors, you already make mahogany doors, you already make oak doors. And you're making the same style of door, just in a different species of wood. So take some maple fucking panels, put them, or mahogany panels, and put them with the maple rails and stiles. You're just taking shit off of the mahogany pile. It's not that difficult. I don't know. Everyone makes it seem like it's this impossible thing to do and that nobody would ever want a multi-wood door if you were to build it. But I see places like, there's a multi-wood nightstand. Here's a multi-wood dresser. And just the contrast between wood colors looks awesome. But for some reason, when it comes to doors, you got to get the most bland, boring shit. I don't get it. So I'm going to try to change that. I'm going to build a door for myself and obviously post the process. Same with the guitar shit. Whenever I get the equipment to start doing this, document my progress with it because it's going to be a big old learning curve. I build some shit with power tools and wood, and I can measure and make stuff flush and all that stuff, but never fucked with like mortise and tenon joints or anything like that. I see there's jigs you can buy for a lot of like dovetail stuff, which that stuff looks cool. So fuck, make cutting boards, like little keepsake boxes and stuff, make them all decorative. Because you look into it, man, there is dozens and dozens of awesome species of wood to build shit out of. Like bloodwood looks awesome. It's like this reddish brown. And then purple heart. Somehow the wood is fucking like purplish red. It doesn't make any sense, but it looks awesome. So I figure, fuck, just build cool doors and shit. Put functional, like where I want to do floating tenons or whatever they are, where you just like put the recess in where like the vertical part of the door and the horizontal like top corner or whatever come together. You're just recessing out both of these sides and then putting it's like a free floating mortise in there, tenon, whichever one is like the protruding part. Glue it all up. Shit's just as strong, basically. I mean, it's negligible, the amount of stress you're going to be putting on a door. I mean, it's just hanging there. It's just gravity pulling on it, so it doesn't need to be made of reinforced steel concrete. So, put some pegs in where them... Because I want to use wide fucking mortises. That's the piece that goes into the routed out spots. Use a big enough one so that you can drill into that, like the center of it, where it goes into the part of the door. It'll go in like 2-3 inches. Fucking drill an inch thing in there. Put a peg in that's either the same color as the panels or a different color. If you want to use 3 species of wood, really get nuts with it. Sky's the limit. But all I know, what I want is not for sale, apparently. So I'm going to fucking build my own. Which seems to be the way things are nowadays. You either buy some shit-made garbage that's basically designed to fall apart within a X amount of time, so you keep buying more, keep buying new ones, keep the shareholders happy. So I look forward to getting started on all that. Just hopefully shit gets ramped up here. Get stuff going by summer, end of summer, mid-fall. No one knows a fucking thing about what's going on here, which is nuts. But that's the plan. Start building some shit out of wood, videotaping it. People like it, they like it, that'd be great. If not, oh well. At least I'll have the stuff that I want and learn a new skill, and which is something I'm always into. I like learning new shit. Who doesn't? Well, actually a lot of people don't. They like staying dumb as hell, apparently, and best of luck with all that. But in other news, did you hear that groundbreaking report about bumblebee bees? Bumblebee bees know how to signal flowers and shit to start pollinating early. That is interesting. When I was a kid, I lived on a farm. I studied all types of bugs and stuff, just observing and see what they would do, and bumblebees were one of my favorite. I always wondered why. Sometimes they'd be in the hay field, fucking with the old alfalfa blossoms, and at other times they'd be over by where like the lilacs are, and other times they'd just be off seemingly at just random plants. But what I read today, this article about bumblebees can bite the leaves of these flowering plants if they're not pollinating yet. Because planet's warming up, the bees are waking up earlier, but the plants haven't seemed to have caught up to the bees yet. So the bees, I'm assuming, because this has happened with the fluctuation of the Earth's climate up and down countless times since bees have existed, they've eventually evolved the ability to somehow signal a plant to start pollinating like a month early, which is insanely insane. Like, they see them making little half-moon nips with their little pincher things, their mandibles. Somehow, like, they recreated it in a lab. They just score the leaf of a plant in a way similar to what the bumblebees were doing. And it wasn't as fast, but it worked. The scientists and shit still got the plant to pollinate early, but not as fast as bees. So now they're wondering, is there something in the bee's saliva? Maybe like a hormone that the plant recognizes and it knows that it has a symbiotic relationship with the bumblebees. So obviously it needs something to pollinate it. So it detects some hormone in the saliva, and now all of a sudden the plant is like, go, start pollinating. Because the bees are here and they're going to help us. Which is awesome. How fucking awesome is that? That the natural world, like everyone, this is where vegans can go fuck themselves. Like you can't eat plants because they don't feel things. Like obviously they do. What, because they don't have a central nervous system, it's okay. They're still living. They're still aware of their environment. They still know when things are being done to them. But because they don't have a face, it's okay to eat them. Vegans, you all live in your own fucking delusion, so. You're like Christians in the fact where, not all of them, of course, not all Christians and not all vegans are disgusting human beings, but a lot of them are. And by God, if you don't live your life the way they live their life, fuck you! Right? Oh, you're going to get an earful from these cunt motherfuckers. Ah, my favorite people. It's the bunch of, I don't know. It seems like their lives are so desperate and pathetic that the only way they can get human interaction is to just constantly annoy the fuck out of everyone. So that just out of anger, you interact with these people, and then they act like they're somehow getting one by you or like winning or some shit. I don't fucking know. Their mentality makes no sense. They live in a fucking fantasy world. It's like most of these people that have a cause. Fucking shut up. Leave people alone. People are going to eat junk food. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want. They're going to sit on their couch all day and play games or watch TV. Great. If you have the ability to do that in life, do it. Why wouldn't you? Why should you live your life the way some fucking cunt on the internet thinks you should live it? Fuck all those people. They don't mean shit. I troll people endlessly on the internet. Just because, like, vegans or other fucking people that are just, you cry and you whine about shit and my life this and this sucks that. Fuck you. It's like that for everyone. You ain't special. No one fucking cares about your sob stories. Hey, you could probably hear cars going by in the background. I guess relatively cool spring day. It's probably like 60. I got the windows open. Now there's some prick honking. It's important to honk your horn because, again, people care that you are honking and you're upset about something, and they're totally going to listen to you because you honked. You stupid motherfuckers. People. So bumblebees are awesome. Cool signaling relationship with plants. I'd like to study more, but I'm surrounded by concrete. Living smack in the downtown of a small town, there's not much plant life growing around me, which is unfortunate. It's good for the mind to sit out in the woods and peace and quiet and just relax and let your shit clear out and your thoughts wander. Not too many people seem to do that for some reason. I know the difference. I grew up on a farm, and then when I was like 13, we moved into town. And so from 13, I'm 40 now. The whole time I've lived in town has been shitty. It's never really totally quiet. I stay up all night, so usually, 2 to 4 in the morning. It's like 1 to 4 in the morning. It's the quietest. Only the occasional car. But other than that, like all day, like throughout the day, it's just semi-traffic. There's 2 state highways, 19 and 89 right here. So it sucks, man. Fucking God, just the peaceful quietness of, even on this like a windy summer night where you hear leaves rustling and frogs are croaking, crickets are chirping, and it's something that seriously just clears your fucking mind. It relaxes you, and it's extremely beneficial to mental health, but nobody seems to get that. Even once a week, just find a fucking nature preserve or a park with woods that you can walk into. I mean, it's the United States, man. They're everywhere. We have by far the most parks and nature preserves and forest land and shit than anywhere else on Earth. And it's cheap as fuck. You can get a pass, like a yearly pass, and you go to any state park you want. Just show them your fucking pass. You'll walk right in and act like you own the place. Or if you don't want to do that, I went up, Door County, Wisconsin is a popular getaway place in Wisconsin. It's that whole peninsula thing up by Green Bay. Like the top half is Door County. The other half is, I don't know, Winnebago or some stupid shit. A lot of Indian names of stuff in Wisconsin, obviously. And yeah, that's like forgot where I was going with that. God damn it. But yeah. State parks. So there was awesome ones up there. And then they got the Dolomite Cliffs up there around I can't remember the name of the state park, but if you look at the peninsula of Wisconsin, like halfway to maybe 3/4 up the peninsula on the lake side, not the Green Bay side, there's a big ass state park up there. And if you look at pictures of that, there's probably 15 foot tall at the highest, maybe 20. These Dolomite Cliffs. It's like a big park, and all of a sudden it's just cool looking cliffs, and then the fucking lake, which I've never seen the ocean. But seeing Lake Michigan, like, I get what the ocean looks like. It's fucking enormous. Like, it's almost unbelievable that Wisconsin is touching two of the, well, there are bigger freshwater lakes on Earth, but goddamn, we got two of them right there, so. Eat it, California! You ain't got no fucking water. We could literally just dig a fucking channel to the ocean and let the entire Lake Michigan just drain away, and we still got all of Lake Superior for a backup. So good luck. You can have your fucking 75-degree weather every day. I would rather have water. But that's just me. And aside from like a couple weeks during the summer where it's too hot to go outside, and a couple weeks during the winter where it's too cold to do anything fun outside, it's the best, man. Why would you want to live somewhere where the seasons never change? Like, it barely even rains. Don't you like thunderstorms? They're fucking awesome. Who doesn't like storms? And in California, they freak out if it rains like a 1/4 inch. Like Georgia, when it snows. Oh my God, we have a dusting? Like, you shut the state down for a dusting? It doesn't even require plows or salt or anything. It's a dusting. Christ, we're in Wisconsin, like, literally, if there's not enough snow, like, it can snow, but if there's not enough snow, plows ain't even coming out, man. You'll just have, like, 1 inch of snow on the ground, and cars will eventually drive over it. Like, they'll come out and throw salt around, but they ain't fucking plowing. Even then, like, 1 inch of snow? Just slow down, you fucking retards. You don't have to go highway speeds. You save such a minuscule amount of time by speeding to begin with. Like, all you'd have to do is leave 5 minutes earlier, and you can go less than half of the normal speed you would go. So, like, in Wisconsin, when it's snowing, like, it's actively snowing, there is snow accumulating on the road. Most people go between 30 and 40 miles an hour. And you're fine. You can't take evasive maneuver. You're just going to slide around and spin out and shit, but common sense, man. Keep plenty of distance from the car in front of you. Again, tailgating isn't going to get you anywhere any faster. If anything, it's going to make the person in front of you want to spite you, and they're going to slow down even more. But honk your horn, because that'll work. If you honk your horn, everyone will listen to you. These fucking idiots. It's like some people are obsessed with making life as hard and frustrating as possible. I don't get it. It just seems like the dumbest fucking thing you could do with your time. Plan ahead. It's not that difficult, man. Well, I guess life is easier if you're not completely retarded, so. Oh, other totally forgot about the biggest news that we got going here. I have secured the first guest to be on In the Muck, live from Waterloo, Wisconsin. And he's got some class. He teaches music. He's a musician. I don't know if I want to like spoil these or let them be surprises. Like, not that anyone even fucking watches these. I get like 100 or 200 people that watch this. But all right, he goes like Sam the Music Man, and his channel is Contemporary Dulcimer on YouTube. And prior to stumbling across this guy's channel, like I cannot remember ever hearing about what a dulcimer was. But it's this cool, like, sort of like violinish, guitarish shaped. You play it laying horizontally, like you can play it on your lap or on a table. And the thing, there's only like 4 strings on it. It's weird. It makes a cool fucking tone, like a sound. The tone of it is cool. It's a stringed wooden instrument, so you will get a gist of what it should sound like. But check it out. Contemporary Dulcimer. I'm going to have him on maybe like the first or second week in June. He's got some classes he teaches. I don't know if he teaches the dulcimer. We're going to get into all that. I want to learn about his history, like with music, how he got interested in this specific instrument, because he seems to have a shitload of them, and he does a lot of cover songs of, popular stuff, and he'll put his little spin on it, and sometimes the tempo is slowed down and it's more like emotional, and it's really cool. He's got like 5,000-6,000 subscribers. Some of his videos, like mine, some of them blow up from time to time and get a shitload of views. And I play a couple instruments myself, far and away the best at the drums, but I can play some songs on the guitar, and tinkering around on the bass is fun. And if you need some keyboard work done, I can play shit one-handed, then loop it, go back and play the low harmony over top. I can't seem to do both of them at the same time, although I can use all 4 limbs independently perfectly fine while playing the drums. I don't get it. But yeah, guests are going to be a thing now. If I can convince people to come on the show, if it's just me and I'm talking shit, yeah, I'll be vulgar and abrasive and just doing what I can to get under people's skin. But when I have guests on, if I want you to be on the show, if I find you interesting or whatever, like I want to learn some shit. So the guest, it's not going to be arguments with the guests. I'm not going to look to pick fights with these people. It's especially with Joe Rogan selling out and going to Spotify, which I don't get. People love choice. Some people listen to it on iTunes, or if Podbean is still a thing, I don't fucking know, or wherever you watch it on YouTube, or maybe there's other avenues to fucking listen to Joe Rogan's podcast that you prefer. And now it's all gone. Coming this fall, it's only going to be on Spotify. So guess what? That means no more. Well, I'm sure the Rogan channel can upload their own clips, but for fans of the show, you ain't going to be allowed to fucking put clips up anymore. All copyright fucking claims from Spotify, which isn't that going to be great. I just heard the camera cycle, and it looks like from OBS I'm still streaming. That is awesome. This thing actually works. So I assume I heard the shutter. I don't know if the microphone picked that up, but just it's the same sound of it taking a picture. There's like a mirror that snaps out of the way so light can get into the sensor and make an image. And I just heard that action go. And we're still alive. So this is great. Great news. Now I don't have to fucking wait for a webcam to eventually go on sale. It's going to be a lot fucking cheaper too. Those Logitech Stream Cams are like $170. I already got my fucking camera. Now I just got to pay to get that stupid fucking watermark out of here. It's like $50 or something like that. So jackpot. It's cheaper and it's legit 1080p high definition quality, which that webcam I was using for the first 8 episodes, that fucking piece of shit claims it's 1080p, but it clearly was not. Like, if anyone that watches this video goes back and look at it, any of the other ones, it's like I'm behind a haze of fog for some fucking reason. Could never really get the clarity of that camera right. Whereas this one, yeah, crystal fucking clear. The only thing is I'm using a prime lens, which has an incredibly tiny focal range. So if I lean in too far, it gets a little blurry. I lean back too far, it gets a little blurry. So I got to try to stay in the right spot. Autofocus is just a joke, the way it breathes all the time. Like, you can't be fucking with autofocus. But it's within reach. If I need to, I can just dial some shit back in focus. That's pretty good. Crystal cool. Bam! Look at that. Details is on top of details. So, stepping into the future. So now I'm really excited. I'm really happy that this Sparko Cam from Sparkosoft. How about a sponsorship? Sparko Cam. It actually works. This is awesome. I don't know how I didn't discover this earlier. I'd seen you always got to like buy a $150 capture card. Well, I don't want to do any of that fucking bullshit. Fuck your capture, like all this expensive shit you got to pay for. Just make it easy. Let me pay straight from Nikon. I see Canon did it. No third-party shit required. Canon just did a firmware update to their cameras, which Nikon can do. So Nikon, you cocksuckers, do it already. Allow me to use this. Obviously, it's possible because I'm fucking doing it right now. And Canon just released their software update for free to allow anyone that owns the Canon cameras to just plug a fucking USB cable into their camera and boom, it's a webcam. So it's obviously fucking possible without third-party software. So Nikon, just fucking do it. Fuck your import taxes, or for whatever stupid fucking reason you make the cameras do this in the first place. I'll pay $25 more or $50 more for the fucking DSLR's ability to be unbelievably good, quality-wise. Why you got to do these stupid fucking things like, oh, we don't want to get import tax too much, so now we're going to make the camera just shut itself off. Fuck you. Stop doing these stupid fucking things. So now you got to, I mean, it's fine. It's only $50, but you got to buy third-party software just to make the camera do what any other camera can do. If the fucking camera has the ability to record video, goddamn cat hair in my nose. If the camera has the ability to record video like all DSLRs do, there's no reason why it can't just be a fucking webcam. Ugh. But whatever. Just more stupid shit. Like, how much could it possibly be in import taxes between just a camera and a camcorder? That you got to put a feature in my camera that makes it just shut down after 29 minutes or whatever. I had it running earlier, so I know it's reset at like 24 minutes or some shit on the video here. But I had it running previously. So now it should be every 25 or 29 minutes or some stuff. But that's cool. Now I wonder, can I hook multiple DSLRs up through this thing? Through Sparko Cam. Will it recognize multiple cameras, or am I just stuck with one? Because that'd be another thing I'd be interested in doing, is just bringing people in studio, I guess, and interviewing them there. But I need multiple cameras, and I mean, I guess in that case I could buy the webcams whenever they become available, because that will definitely be cheaper than buying a whole new fucking DSLR, even though these, I think bought mine in 2017, and the 5600 had just come out a few months prior to me buying the 5500. But the 5600 didn't really have anything that I needed. The 55 didn't. So I saved some money, and now like the camera body for the 5500, it's like $400. The lens I use is just like a 1.850. No, it's a 35 millimeter. They're only like $140. So that lens is cheap, which is nice. So yeah, I guess for guests, I could just get the best webcam I can at StreamCam, $160 or whatever, whenever shit comes on sale again, and do the guests that way. That should work. But for me, these beautiful mug of mine, my yellow teeth, good to see me in high definition. So hopefully you're enjoying it. I am. I'm really happy that this is working. Now just give Sparko Soft $50. And yeah, that'd be cool if I could land them as a actual sponsor. I mean, one thing that I would like to do, hold on a second, I'm going to smoke. So one thing I want to do, like a lot, for those of you that have been around for a little bit, I missed a 2000, 1500 and 2000. We're going to get back to the giveaways. Don't worry about that. It's just, I'm changing things and trying to change the way I do things so I don't really have to fuck with the green screen anymore, because that is kind of frustrating. But with this DSLR now, I can put a smaller green screen. I got a couple green screens floating around here. Put a smaller one up behind me, so that way when I'm not live streaming, I can easily crank out videos like normal with a green screen and change the background, all that good shit. So this is all a work in progress. Eventually, we'll get settled into more of a groove. Hopefully, I can get more guests to come on. Hopefully the first one goes better. So in the meantime, if anyone next week or the week after, the day to me doesn't really matter. If we want to stick with Wednesdays, that's fine. If other days work better. But if anyone watching this, if you want to be a guest on this show, all you need is a camera, a microphone, and a Discord account. Because from what I understand, I can do a video chat or whatever on Discord and then just take the fucking video off of Discord and put that into OBS, which is what I'm doing right now. This camera is just fed into the broadcasting software, which is linked to YouTube, and then YouTube is streaming it. But just add another step in the chain, Discord. So now through Discord, me and a guest can hear and see each other, and then I just have to take those video windows, put them into OBS, and abracadabra, I have a guest. So yeah, after the week of June 6th, whatever that is when Sam the Music Man, or Contemporary Dulcimer on YouTube, go check him out. He'll be coming on, and it's fucking awesome that somebody actually wants to be on my show. Not that it's really a show yet. It's some asshole rambling into a microphone and upsetting people. Call that a show if you will, but someone's got to fill the void that Joe Rogan is leaving, and probably won't be me, but we'll see what happens. If nothing, I'd just still like to fucking talk to some YouTubers that I find interesting. Give me a chance to learn something, give you a chance to discover some new shit, which everyone loves. So hopefully it's fun and it works out. I don't really have any planned time length or anything. I just go with the flow of it, feel it out, see how it works as kind of tell like the natural end of a conversation, and just let the interview go with the flow. I'll work on putting some, general questions together, so if we hit like a dead end, you can get the conversation rolling again. Again, this is all going to be a big learning process for me because I've never done any of this shit before. Finally getting bugs worked out on just basic streaming took a few weeks. And taking calls, that was another fucking challenge, but got that shit worked out pretty well. Oh, I guess I should open up Google Voice in case anyone wants to call. forgot to do that. Yeah, it's kind of nice that the phone doesn't ring unless I actually have it open. So I'll tell you right now, I ain't fucking taking phone calls while I'm not streaming. That's just weird. Well, actually, some of you are pretty cool, and I wouldn't mind being friends with you in real life, but for the most of you that I don't know, hard pass. Not just going to randomly take calls while I'm going about my day, so. But phones are open now. Yeah. Mike, I'm looking for guests. I got one. If you didn't hear, there's this guy, Sam the Music Man, on YouTube. His YouTube channel is called Contemporary Dulcimer. He's going to be a guest coming up. He's got some classes. He teaches music, I'm assuming. Classes coming up at the first weekend in June. And after that, he said he's more than happy to come on and teach us all some shit about the dulcimer. Because before I stumbled across his channel, I'd never heard of the fucking dulcimer before. But it looks cool and it sounds cool. And he does a good job at putting his own spin on covers and stuff. So he'll be a guest probably like the second week in June. So before he comes on, I'd like to get other guests because I'm sure there's going to be bugs to work out, fucking with Discord and trying to get all that shit worked out. So if any of you watching this, if you got some, you can't be a fucking idiot, all right? If you got some interesting shit to say, if you got interesting stories, and I'm not talking about interesting in your mind, I'm talking about you have like a reputation for people liking your stories. You're a good storyteller. You got interesting shit to talk about. Maybe you got a cool skill that might be interesting. Hell yeah. And now that I know that this watermark will be gone, because I'm using a DSLR with this Sparko software, it claims it could keep your DSLR going indefinitely like a webcam, and it worked. After like a half hour, my camera shuts itself off if I'm recording video, and you hit a button and it'll just turn right back on again. But yep, the camera cycled. I heard it sound like it took a picture, and we're still fucking streaming, so that is excellent news. So now, crystal fucking clear. God, this is so much better than that piece of shit webcam I was using. God damn, that fucking thing pissed me off so much. Made me so mad I just skipped doing a show last week because I knew it was just going to be a frustrating 20 minutes of me trying to dial some shit in, and it ain't going to fucking work. So awesome, I can use my fucking DSLR, and it looks good. Colors are better. I got that sick-looking bokeh in the background, so it's blurry, and it helps focus on me. Now I just need to find a way to make my eyes look even bluer. Maybe if I wear a blue shirt, that'll help. But yeah, looking for guests. Next week, the week after that. Let's see what the fucking dates here. Let's get a webcam, a microphone, and a Discord account. And you'll come on the show and we'll shoot the shit. Unless you're a scaredy cat. A lot of people are scaredy cats. I noticed in the comments in previous video, a lot of people are like, I'm too scared to call in. It's just a phone call, goddammit. I'm easy to talk to. So next week, maybe the 27th, 26th, 27th, 28th, if anyone that sees this is available in the evening. I am not a morning person. I am in Wisconsin, so anytime, 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m., whatever works good for you. You want to come on the fucking show, just have some fun shooting the shit. Again, it's even better if you got a skill or something interesting that you want to share with people, or people should be educated on, you think people should be aware of stuff. There was one guy who responded. He said that he'll come on and talk about starting a nationwide reverse aging initiative, I think he put it. So I'm like, yep, come on next week. And of course, crickets. Haven't heard a fucking thing from him. So a lot of people are big talkers, but I'm telling you, just come on. Come on the show. It's not a fucking big deal. People are seeing you on the internet. Wow. It doesn't matter. Dude, I've had fucking like hacker people fucking track me down and send me pictures of my front door and stuff, telling me that they know where my family and friends like work and live and shit. Fuck all these people. Dude, I live in a small town in rural Wisconsin. Like, you honestly want to come? All right. Be that weird motherfucker that like tracks down someone who upsets you and fucks with them. We all got guns here. You get the drop on me. Oh, well. If I die, I no longer have the ability to care. So that's one way to look at it, being murdered. Once it's over, you can no longer give a shit about being murdered. So, but other than that, I mean, I was just trolling this motherfucker hard as hell, and he got super pissed. So sort of baited him a little bit, gave him some information, and let him break several laws. One of them being a felony. Oops. IP addresses can be tracked even through VPNs, kids. Don't forget that. If a court says that you have to give up this IP address information, whether you use a VPN or not, that VPN company has to give up your information because there's a fucking court order saying that they have to. Unless you're using an offshore company, like outside of the U.S., that has no type of trade deals with the United States, because the United States could use that as leverage against this country, and then they would just give you up because they don't want to fuck with their relationship with the United States. They ain't protecting you no matter what. A VPN is fake security. It gives people a fake sense of mind. And it's just dumb, man. This guy thought he was so fucking slick. Did a bunch of shit in my name, which is a felony. That's identity theft. And I was in like my Waterloo Police Department. They kept me informed, letting you know that we got whatever it's called when the judge signs it. Is it a subpoena? Yeah, a subpoena to release IP records. So it went through my ISP. I'm assuming whatever ISP he was using, and a VPN, because they found a motherfucker in Colorado Springs, Colorado. You thought he thought he was Mr. Hackster. He thought he was deep stating it, dark webbing it. Dumb motherfucker. VPNs do not hide who you are. They just don't. They might help you trick Netflix or something like that. And I actually used one to watch the Olympics when they were in Canada or whatever that was. Or maybe not Canada. Whatever the last Winter Olympics was. NBC makes you have a fucking account, and I'm not paying for television. I haven't paid for television in like 8 fucking years. Not going to start doing it now just to watch the Olympics. So the CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Company, streamed all of the Olympics completely for free, but you have to be a Canadian in order to watch the shit. So I just used a free VPN trial, set my server in Toronto, and now I'm a fucking Canadian citizen. So I got to watch the Olympics for free on Canadian broadcasting, which is way better than watching these dumb motherfuckers on NBC stumble their fucking way with, whoa, who was the guy that his eyes were all fucking infected and looked like he was high as fuck? It's Bob Costas or some shit. And I don't know if Brian Williams creeps around, and fuck NBC. It is, dude, NBC is the worst fucking coverage of sporting events. There's through the CBC where I was watching the Olympics, there are these no half-hour fucking dramatized sob stories about the athletes, which you don't give a fuck about. I'm here to watch the competition. I don't care about your personal life, your sob stories, your struggles to get to the Olympics. Don't give a fuck at all. Most of the time, I'm not even rooting for the Americans anyway. I'm going for the people with like zero chance. So like Estonia is in an event. I'm on Team Estonia 100%. It's just fun. And with the Canadian broadcasting of the Olympics, there was none of that dramatized bullshit. It was, and the announcers knew what they were talking about, which was the most mind-blowing thing. Like, they had people like, whatever, when you ski around and then you shoot the 22 and then you ski some more and now you lay down and you shoot the 22. Like, whoever was announcing this for the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation had such an in-depth knowledge of this shit. It was unbelievable. Instead of Bob Costas like, hey, I know stuff about basketball, so why don't you put me in charge of telling everyone about the luge? So fuck NBC, fuck your Olympic coverage. It sucks. It is just awful. So whenever the Olympics come around again, I don't know if they're happening. I think they might be postponed. I don't fucking know. That's what a VPN is good for. Stealing the Olympics from Canada. So keep that in mind. But if you think you're going to hide behind a VPN and commit crimes like identity theft or fraud or shit like that, you're fucked. Actually, no, do it. Do those things because you're going to be just fine. VPNs are impenetrable. Nobody could ever find out who you are with a VPN. So yeah, guests was the point of all that. So next week, this watermark will be gone. I'm going to pay for it. They earned my money. They do a fucking good job. Very happy with sparkosoft.com and their service SparkoCam. Not all DSLRs can be doing it. I noticed like the 3000 series of Nikons, it's not an option. Maybe in the future it will be. I honestly don't know. But my 5500, fucking awesome. I want to start like looking into the camera more so it doesn't look weird that I'm always like looking off, but I just can't get over how sharp I look. Oh. So this is great. I want guests. I want people to come on and talk about some interesting stuff. I also need a new fucking chair. This chair is so uncomfortable. It's unbelievable. So that's my fucking news this week. Probably picked a bad time to start streaming. Like on a Friday, things are open again, especially here in Wisconsin. So I don't know why it's not popular more around the country, but like Wisconsin, if you're an establishment that has deep fryers and the ability to legally sell food, you're going to have a fish fry on Fridays. And they're awesome. Man, beer battered cod deep fried, it's just so good. But it seems like a lot, maybe it's like a Midwestern thing, but primarily Wisconsin, it seems to be anywhere you go, literally, you can go to any fucking town in the state of Wisconsin and someplace will be serving a fish fry. So now that stuff's open again, I imagine people are out and about doing that. Like bars are open. There seems to be no restrictions. Like I live like a block away on either side of me. And actually to the west, there's a bar. To the east, there are 2 bars. And to the north, there are 3 bars within 1 block of me. Wisconsin doesn't fuck around with drinking. And your ability, although 2 of the bars north of me, I think one of them isn't even open anymore. And the other one is like twice a year. But fuck, I'm pretty sure like Wisconsin has far and away the most bars per capita. Like it's fucking ridiculous. The town I live in has like 4,000 people, and between Waterloo and Portland, which is like our little, it's an unincorporated just shithole. I don't know why it's just not Waterloo. But at one point they had like fucking 3 or 4 bars going. Probably 3. There's the Pit Stop, the Canopy, and was there another one? Maybe 2. Yeah, now the Canopy is no longer a bar. It's a duplex. And the Pit Stop is something else. I don't know what it is. I don't really go there. Not my vibe. The bar to the west of me, I like. Madison Street Pub. Saturday nights, the owner, Corby, is working, and he's a fucking riot. You get a little booze flowing through him, and a party is breaking out, man. Just sucks that we're all getting older. He has an enormous backyard. It's like 2 football fields big, and he built 3 wiffle ball fields in them. One of them had a replica of the Green Monster from Boston, and he'd have this weed stock because it's not about marijuana. This dude's last name, not Corby's last name, but his college buddy, his last name is Weed. So they'd have a weed stock wiffle ball tournament every year. Big thing, a beer trailer, a tent just packed with fucking food. It was awesome. But now he's got kids and it's like 46. I'm 40. Everyone's getting older and slower and more tired. You're not as willing to do all this cool stuff anymore. But yeah, that was fun while it lasted. I participated in weed stock like 3 times, I think. One year I'm at the plate, smoking a cigarette, just belt a home run one-handed over the green monster. That was a lot of fun. Playing in jeans, playing wiffle ball, jeans. It's awkward as fuck throwing a wiffle ball too. Man, those things are just weird. But it was no fancy shit. It's just a straight throw. Although some people were doing a fucking throwing thing like, we get it. You're pro wiffle ball players. You're the coolest motherfuckers in Dane County. But just throw the fucking ball normal, you dumb fuck. We're here to get drunk, eat food, and have fun. I don't care about your fucking wiffle ball skills. You gonna tell me about your frisbee golf skills next, you stupid fuck? And I wanted to have a fucking We Beat the Coronavirus party, but that never happened either, because it was sort of a surprise, but throwing a party together is not hard in a state that is always partying. So it's just this weird thing, like the older you get, the less cool people are. Like, fuck, we used to just spontaneous, like, you want to go to the UP? Oh, it's 2 a.m? That sounds great. Get there at fucking 5 or 6 a.m. Now what are we going to do? I guess we could drive home. All right. Don't do any of that cool shit no more. It's just fun, just road tripping. We'd have no point. We would just like turn on this road. All right, drive on it for 25 minutes. Here's a road. Let's see where this fucker goes. Pre-GPS. We had cell phones, but this was like late 90s, early 2000s. Like nobody had fucking GPS. So like stopping in at gas stations, like, where the fuck are we? Oh, okay. You end up in Iowa. Holy shit. Turn around. Was that the Mississippi River? Where the fuck are we? Ah, damn it. Why does everyone got to get lame as we get older? Don't you want to be fucking kids forever? I do. Being a responsible adult is fucking gay. It sucks. Paying bills and other dumb shit like that. Blech. Whoops. Yeah, I want to. People are claiming that the Amish are healthier because they opt out of all vaccines. What the fuck? Where do these articles come from? Healthfeedback.org. Whatever the fuck delusion you are. So you're got this article. Oh, I guess, okay. So you're debunking this. Okay, healthfeedback.org, you get thumbs up of the week. So, and apparently in people's furthering their delusion on these fucking antibiotics killing people, they're claiming that, look at the Amish. They don't get vaccinated, and they're way healthier than we are. First of all, none of that is true. The overwhelming majority of Amish people get vaccinated. They're actually more unhealthy than we are. Now, why would that be? What would make the Amish less healthy than the bulk of the remaining population? Could it be that they live in these little religious communities where if you're not part of their religious thing, like you're not really allowed, and they're not allowed to be a part of our society? So they're breeding pool. It's pretty confined, right? You see where this is going? Look up fucking genetic defects that plague Amish people. We don't deal with that shit. White people, Chinese people, black people, that doesn't matter. Like, Amish people have a few weird genetic things that are exclusive to them. Obviously because of inbreeding throughout thousands of years. Not directly. It's not like families are banging out direct lineages, but just heard the thing shut again, and looks like we're still going. All right, 2 actions of the old camera. Sparko Soft, you nailed it. Apparently you guys have been around forever, but I never fucking heard of you. If only there was a way to advertise, like people who use your product could advertise. I'd be willing to advertise for you. Because that's one thing I would like to do is, like I started talking about it like a half hour ago. The giveaways. So for subscribers and shit like that, when I hit milestones, I do giveaways, which I've missed the last couple, but we're going to get back into that, so don't worry about that. But I want to do stuff from, so for like this Sparko Cam from sparkosoft.com. Tried it. I like it. I'm going to buy it. And I will promote the shit out of it if they pay me to, or if they get, pick a number. Whoever I would do advertising thing with. 5 Sparkos Cam things, accounts or license agreements or whatever, licenses. 5 would be given away to random viewers, or like a contest giveaway. So I wouldn't necessarily need like monetary payment, but just some cool shit that I can give away to viewers and stuff that they in turn would use the product. And because it's a giveaway, it's something that they won, they're even more excited about it and would be more willing to tell their friends, family, any people, YouTubers, streamers, whatever, about the product. Or you could pay me. But after today, gonna rave about your product right now because it fucking works. It's amazing. I'm very happy. And I'd be more than happy to keep pumping your fucking product there, Sparko Soft. So either break out your checkbook or give me 5 licensings that I can give away to viewers and shit like that. Because that'd be a nice thing. Maybe other people got some DSLRs just fucking laying around or whatever. Whip that bitch into a webcam, get awesome video quality. Microphone doesn't work though, so you got to have an external microphone. But if you're using a built-in microphone on anything, it's going to sound like shit, and you should be ashamed of yourself. So, yep. Anyone in the future, hopefully this thing grows into something where I could negotiate terms like that. That would be nice. But let's not get ahead of ourselves too much. It's nice to fun. It's fun to dream and stuff like that. But until then, and until I get my first guest on, which, like I said earlier, would be probably the 2nd week of June. He's got some classes he teaches, and he's a musician. So hopefully once his schedule is straightened out, he'll be on. And he sounds excited to be on. I'm excited to talk to him and learn. It's Sam the Music Man. Channel's name is Contemporary Dulcimer on YouTube. And he'll be possibly my first guest, unless somebody else that watches this wants to come on. You're more than welcome to. Just get a webcam, a microphone, and a Discord account, and we'll be able to view, like, video interview. Yeah. You understand what the fuck is going on here. So, and how cool would that be? You're a guest on the show, and people are calling in and asking you questions, and maybe if you're a small-time YouTuber yourself and you want just to get a little, not that I have a massive audience anyway, but It's slowly growing. We're making little bits of progresses. So I don't expect to be I got 5 million subscribers overnight. Pfft. Seems like the channels that happened to I'd have to act in a way that ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna be this fake, bubbly, everything is great and it's a new day and here we go and we're getting into the video today and check this out. Nope. Yeah, I hope all of you die in a fire in Florida. I hate people like that. It's all fake. There's plenty of shiny shit to be amused by if that's what you need, but I ain't gonna be a fucking part of that stupid crowd. And hopefully you appreciate that. Hopefully it's interesting. I know a lot of times that's one thing, man. I've been scouring YouTube looking for, let's just say, interesting people that I could invite on here. And goddamn, most of the people that are doing what I'm doing right now and basically talking to no one, you're just talking into a fucking microphone. These people are insane. Like the shit that they fucking cry about, man. Like, Rebecca was mean to me at work today and I don't know how I'm going to handle. Why are you telling people this, you dumb motherfucker? Now, any of your coworkers see this, they're just going to either mock you endlessly or start doing what Rebecca is doing and fucking with you. Go to a counselor, a psychiatrist, if you need mental help like that, man. What in the fuck? But if you cry or if you're a fucking drama queen or if you're overly excited and everything is always, yeah, people will fucking watch you because low-hanging fruit, man. You're just scooping up all the dumb motherfuckers that exist. I'm not interested in that. I want fascinating people, interesting people. In previous shows here, the people that have called in, well, the Florida meth head or heroin addict was a basket case. But in other ones, like the dude from Australia, Daniel Murphy, super interesting. Jordan Adams, he's a favorite of mine. And who was the Agonist Revival? Yeah, that guy was a fucking big old Greg head. Haven't heard from him since the first one. I wish he would come back and chat some more, or even come on, like anyone. Jordan, you want to come on? Agonist Revival, you want to come on? I'd be cool with that. So, yeah. Lots of big news in my world and in podcasting. So, yeah, I guess I'll just download all the episodes from the Joe Rogan that I like that I won't be able to see on YouTube at the end of the year. Saved them to my old computer so I can watch them whenever I want. That'll be like all the Randall Carlson, Graham Hancock ones. That black dude that's like the boogie woogie piano player that got all them people to quit the KKK. That's a good one. Dale Earnhardt Jr. episode is a really good one. I don't fucking understand how that dude was able to drive with all the concussions. And he said there'd be months where he would just be like in this fog, like angry all the time, not sleeping right, can't concentrate on shit, yet he's out there driving a race car. Jesus Christ. Yeah, even if you hate auto racing, watch the Dale Jr. fucking episode of the Rogan podcast. That is a fascinating motherfucker. Oh, I love this stuff. I don't know if the buffalo attack happened in Yellowstone from like a day or two ago or whatever. Some stupid bitch got attacked by a bison because you have no instinct, like self-preservation instinct whatsoever. You can see how big that fucking animal is, right? They aren't domesticated. They aren't pets. These are all wild animals. Everything you see in Yellowstone is wild. Coyotes, wolves, buffalo, all that fucking shit. Yet these stupid idiots gotta get a selfie with the buffalo. Oh, everyone is gonna be so impressed at my buffalo selfie. Oh no, the buffalo attacked me. In the future, buffalo, kill those people. End them right there on the spot. Get them out of here. You stupid motherfuckers. Well, here's another one. Some stupid bitch when the Yellowstone was still closed. She broke her way into Yellowstone. Had to get a selfie next to the hot spring. Well, you fell in, you stupid motherfucker. Now you got burns all over you. How does your pussy feel being all burnt to fuck from that boiling water that you just fell into? You stupid fucking cunt. Jesus Christ. Now resources were wasted on you with a helicopter flight to the fucking hospital and shit. Throw her back in the fucking hot spring. You stupid fucking idiot. No one on earth cares about your selfie. No one. But get close to that bison. Get close to that fucking hot spring that will burn the living shit out of you, which it did. Yeah, I hope you're happy. I hope your face is all fucking melted up too. You fucking dumb assholes. Why do you gotta do this stuff? What is so spectacular about a shitty framed photo of you standing in front of a thing? No one cares about you being in front of this thing. No one. If anything, we care about the hot spring itself. You would be better off photoshopped out of that motherfucker. Well, good job. You fell in. You burnt the fuck out of yourself. Your pussy's probably all melted shut. You stupid asshole. You fucking deserve it. Stay away from these things. Actually, why do I keep telling you to do the right thing? Get closer to the bison. You see that fucking bear over there? He's totally cool with your presence. Go up and give him a kiss. Those hot springs are like hot tubs, man. Jump in. It is just amazing how dumb human beings can be. I remember being a little kid, man, growing up on a farm, and you see, like, you could tell by the demeanor of the animal, like, oh, that goat looks angry, or those sheep don't look very friendly. That enormous cow with the big dick in the middle of his stomach, might want to stay away from him. And like, cows are domesticated, man. They are used to people being around. It's part of the agreement. You're going to do this to a wild bison that just makes a bull look like a fucking calf. Best of luck. It was awesome, that video of the kid. I think it was a kid, like a 14-year-old or some shit, getting all catapulted and twirling up in the air after getting rammed by the buffalo. Oh, those make me so happy. All you gotta do is stay away from the fucking wild animal, you dumb assholes. But you thought you were gonna be cool and get your selfie that nobody cares about. It's awesome. About you, Boos Swag, you want to come on the show, be a guest? Get that camera, get that microphone, click on over to Discord. We'll get you all set up next week. I'm looking for a guest. So if anyone wants to be a guest next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, sometime in the evening. I do not get up before noon. It's just not going to happen. So evening works best, especially with things being open now, being live. It'll give people a chance to, be home after work and shit and call in if they want to and all that good stuff. But yeah, in the meantime, if anyone who watches this eventually before next week wants to come on, that would be awesome. Just be a guest. You're doing what I'm doing right now. Rambling. Anyone can ramble. Just have some cool shit to ramble about. Do you play an instrument? Do you got a special skill? Like, I'm starting to get into woodworking on a more serious level. So if you know shit about woodworking and stuff, I'd like to talk to you about different finishes. every place you go to, they got to like, nope, this is the best. No, 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 this is the best. Well, you can't all be. I don't like shiny finishes. Like on guitars, they look all right, but for like me building a door, probably going to build a new desk, to be honest with you. It's one I got's okay, but I want features built in to like custom for what I'm trying to do here. You gotta build a new coffee table, wardrobe. Those motherfuckers are expensive, man. Like $2,000 for a nice wardrobe. Fuck that. I'll build my own. So you know anything about woodworking and you want to be a guest on the show? Fucking come on. I got tons of questions that I'd love to learn if you know what you're talking about. Obviously, if you're just gonna fucking be an idiot and try to fake your way through it, we'll just disconnect the call and move on with the show solo. So, but at the same time, maybe it works out fun and I could fuck with you at the same time. So I am completely in favor of living your life by doing anything that you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody. And I troll like a motherfucker, so you got to have a little bit of thick skin in this business. So I could take it. I won't cry too much. Ugh. How come Brett Favre never got in trouble for stealing $1 million? How'd that just sort of get swept under the rug? Isn't that fucking weird? Claims he had no idea that anything wrong was going on, but you know how it must just be normal when you're rich to have like over $1 million just show up. And you have no idea why? Like you didn't even do anything? All of a sudden you just get paid $1 million. You're not going to ask questions? Is nobody managing your money? Like you don't have an accountant fucking or some type of shit looking over your money? Your bank isn't like, hey, $1 million just showed up. Really? Brett, fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Play dumb and talk with your southern accent, you stupid redneck motherfucker. You knew exactly what was going on. You knew you were stealing that fucking money and you did it anyway. Isn't that great? Man, anyone like me or you did that type of shit, we'd be in some serious fucking hot water. But if you're rich and powerful, you got some connections, like, it's not even a fucking news story. You're the recipient of money being stolen, and nothing happens to you. You're obviously in on it. How did these people get your bank account information to transfer you money if you don't know about it? You can't. Do you think people are just going around depositing $1 million into people's bank accounts? Like some weird reverse Robin Hood where you're stealing from the fucking taxpayer and giving to the rich? Fuck you, Brett Favre, you stupid fucking asshole. Your shitty dick pics. Go get a fucking dick implant, you pencil-dicked fucking faggot. Jesus Christ. I'm glad you don't really associate with Green Bay anymore and stay down south. Stay in your fucking shithole state of Mississippi. Go send dick pics all over to the fucking meth trash that you score down there. Jesus Christ. Hopefully he'll be dead soon. You won't have to ever worry about Brett Favre no more. Man, J. Crew is going bankrupt. Pfft. How devastated are you? I thought J. Crew went bankrupt in the 90s, to be completely honest with you. I had no idea that that's still... And same with Pier 1. I think they're another one that is shutting down and going bankrupt. Who the fuck was buying stuff at these places? Especially J. Crew. Have you ever, looked at J. Crew? Hey, you want a t-shirt for $75? Or here's a button-up shirt for $300. You're going to need this $180 hat, right? Fuck you. your cheap fucking Chinese made, actually probably like Philippines made. Any Asian country will do as long as you got those tiny fingers to manipulate thread properly. But, oh, well, you're going to shed some tears for J. Crew and Pier 1 when you probably like me and you thought both of them went out of business in the late 90s. Same with a lot of these things like Bloomingdale's and shit. How the fuck? Who is buying stuff from you? Even Boston Store is delusional with their fucking prices. I'm a Macy's man and wait for sales. You can scoop up fucking Calvin Klein suit jackets and sport coats for like $75. Not polyester ones either. We're talking, well, wool blend. So you have wool with polyester, but when you look on the description, the fabric content goes in accordance, just like on your nutrition label. Like you look at a loaf of bread and it's like enriched wheat flour. That is the biggest ingredient in there. The second most abundant ingredient would be so-and-so. So that's how just immediately forgot where I was going. Jesus Christ. Maybe I should eat food before I do these. They give the old brain fuel, but that's part of my intermittent fasting thing. I don't really eat before 6 or 7 p.m., sometimes 10 or 11 p.m. Helps you lose weight. It's not a quick thing, but over the last year and a half, I've probably lost 10 pounds, like doing absolutely no other exercises whatsoever. Just intermittent fasting and drinking a nutritional smoothie every day. Just throw an orange, a banana, a cup of blueberries, and like 4 ounces of spinach in a blender with a cup of water so it'll mix. Blend that shit up into just liquid and slam it down. Trust me, you will fucking feel amazing. Your digestive tract will be working like $1 trillion. And you're just going to feel better. You're going to have more energy, like you're fueling your body's cells with the shit it needs. But you do you, baby. I'm just sad that I waited almost 40 years before I realized, if I fuel my body with actual nutrients, I'll feel better and be able to do even more stuff. Because I'll have more energy and I won't be all grumpy and tired all the time. And you live and you learn. So, I didn't really have much planned. This was just going to be like a SparkleCam test to see if they were actually legit in what they were fucking trying to sell here, which they are. Fucking 2 thumbs up to SparkleCam and the folks at sparklesoft.com. Giving you the opportunity to turn your DSLR into a webcam. And it fucking works. Every 25 minutes or something, it'll like it's taking a picture and the stream is still burning it up. So I'm happy about that. That is fucking awesome. But yeah, Friday afternoon probably wasn't the best time to do something like this. Only a couple people watching, nobody calling in. Burn the whole world to the ground. Let JCPenney die. Man, I don't know if you guys are old enough, but back in the day before like the internet and Ticketmaster, Ticketmaster existed, but the internet didn't exist, so you couldn't buy concert tickets online. For us in Wisconsin, like you'd have to go to Madison, go to the mall, go to JCPenney, go upstairs of JCPenney into this weird dark back area, and there's just a Ticketmaster desk right there with just some lady. Like her whole job is to just sit there, and when people stumble in from the escalator, sell them some concert tickets. So I remember fucking getting Def Leppard tickets there in the 80s. Guy who had I saw, who was it? Travis Tritt and someone else. My sister, we all had tickets to go see Poison, but I faked an illness so I wouldn't have to go see Poison in concert. One of the best decisions I've ever made. But, yeah. JCPenney, it's okay. bought a leather jacket from him a couple of years ago and bought the wrong size, so I wanted to quickly return it. Went to J.C. Penney in Madison at the East Town Mall, and I was convinced an episode of The Twilight Zone was being filmed while I was there because it was the creepiest fucking weirdos you could ever imagine. Seemingly like in their own world, oblivious to the fact that they were shopping in a J.C. Penney. Quickly returned my thing. We ordered a different size, which was still wrong. Started with a large, went to a medium, ended with a small. I don't know why leather jackets are sized for Andre the Giant, but apparently they are, because I wear a size large shirt, sweatshirt, but a small leather jacket. And I have 2 leather jackets now, and both of them are smalls, so I don't know what the hell is going on here. But, yep, so what I was saying, this episode was basically just a Sparkle Cam test, which works. So fucking thrilled. So I'll probably wrap this up unless somebody's got something to say. If you want to call in and you have a topic to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably wrap this up here. One more smoke and some more rambles, and if nobody calls in or anything, I'll shut her down now. Or when I'm done. So if you want to talk about autoerotic asphyxiation, call the number. Fucking really hard concept to wrap your head around, isn't it? Fuck. As I've said a million times, anything and everything you want to talk about is fine with me. I do not give a shit. All you gotta do is dial the phone. Which I know is hard. It's very, very difficult. But obviously this dude ain't gonna call, so... Oh, well, I guess you don't want to talk about autoerotic asphyxiation. And that's a shame. Kentucky judge accused of courthouse threesome is suspended. Judge Dawn M. Gentry breaking some rules, and if you saw a picture of this fucking thing, it's very, very elfish. Kind of surprising that anyone would want to fuck her to begin with. You're landing a threesome in a courtroom. Accused of coercing court staff to work on her judicial election campaign, retaliating against employees who failed to support her campaign, and hiring a man with whom she had a sexual relationship, according to a conduct committee document outlining the charges. She hired her lover, a former pastor, and allowed him to play guitar and sing in the office, disrupting other court employees during the workday. Because that's what a judge does in a court setting. You know, not in the courtroom, like in your office and shit like that. It's just normal to have your fuck buddy former pastor singing and playing the guitar, because that's what you do in the office. The judge, former pastor sex fuck buddy, and a third court employee, a woman, are also alleged to engage in sexual activity in the courthouse. In the courthouse. So this pastor not only has premarital sex with one woman, but then gets into a threesome with the judge and another woman. Was the guitar there? The article doesn't mention whether or not the guitar was there, and I think that is extremely important information that we should be allowed to know. Just clicked again. We're still live. So yeah, what is that? What's it showing up as on the video? Just like a quick freeze frame for a second and then back to normal? She took her children to work and allowed them to witness confidential court proceedings. Jesus fucking Christ. During one of those times, her child recognized one of the children involved in a confidential case. Great. You don't even have fucking privacy because you're letting your stupid, retarded kids fucking view What kind of judge are you? What kind of piece of shit as a human being are you? And we're supposed to think like the judicial system and the courts are like honest and truthful and we can trust them to not be fucked by the fucking justice system? I have no faith in any of this shit. How do you know that you're not just some stupid motherfucker isn't just, I mean, it's a judge. There's guidelines that they have to follow, but like ultimately I think they're in control of this whole situation. These are the type of people that we're supposed to trust? You're fucking insane. If a human being is in charge of it, they're corrupted. Guaranteed. Any type of fucking power that a human being is in charge of, they have been corrupted by that power. 100%. Ooh, the judge also accused of approving false or inaccurate timesheets and allowing staff to consume alcoholic beverages in court office and to drink in the courthouse. Holy fuck. Now this dumb cunt's attorney is saying that, well, no, her skills as a judge, she should be allowed to remain on the bench. Fuck you too, buddy. Get into a car, drive to Florida, and set yourself on fire. Fuck both of you. Fucking scumbag lawyers, scumbag judges. How many times were these fucking lawyers and shit given preferential treatment or sweet backroom deals? You already got a corrupt fucking judge. Fucking people in the courthouse with threesomes. Everyone's getting drunk in the courthouse. You're letting your kids just peruse confidential court documents. That type of fucking judgment and shit should be allowed to stay on the bench. That lawyer should be in prison just for saying something that fucking stupid. But you're powerful, you're connected, you're a judge. The odds of anything seriously bad happening to you are as close to zero as humanly fucking possible. That's why they do these things, ladies and gentlemen. Has that occurred to you yet? Have you figured that fucking part of it out yet? The spotlight's on you. Like, you're a public official, you're a government employee, yet you do the most brazen fucking illegal shit just because you are above the law, and you know that you're above the law. That's why you do these things, because you get away with it. It doesn't matter if you get caught. You and me, though, lots of lawyer fees and a lengthy incarceration time. So, USA, baby. Keep lying to yourself and saying that it's the best. We're the freest, right? Might want to reconsider that fucking delusion that you've been living in, huh? Seems like the smart thing to do. You're smart, aren't you? So, yeah, Ernesto's got some retarded fucking excuse about why he can't call in, so I'm out!